Welcome back to Anu Grace Journey. I'm Anu, helping you awaken to your true nature of love with more grace and ease. So today we're going to break down a little bit of heart consciousness and body consciousness, okay? I really feel like this is really important right now with everything that's going on. You know, it's very easy to get trapped into the mind and the ego construct. It's very easy to get trapped into judgment, blame, anger, criticism, ridicule. It's very easy to get trapped into that, especially when we aren't aware of what our hearts and our bodies are telling us. A lot of times we could take a thought and run with it, right? And we become the thought, okay? And that is part of the problem and not the solution. Because at our purest forms, we are whole. At our purest forms, we are one. Okay, there is no separation. Science is even proving this. Spirituality is proving this. Okay, so anything that we experience in our reality that comes from separation is completely false and basically is here to be used to unify us more. All right. So today we're going to talk about body consciousness and becoming aware of what our hearts are saying. All right. Before we begin, let's just breathe 3 nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Let's become present. Just become present. Understand that there's nothing to do but this right here, right now. So, let's talk about body consciousness and heart consciousness. All right. Let's, get more in tune to our hearts so that the choices that we make will be more in alignment with the solution rather than the problem. One thing I know is that I'm a reflector by human design. You've heard me talk about human design so many times and how it's helped me understand myself. And as a reflector, before I knew I was a reflector, I did a lot of reacting, just being who I am at soul level and not understanding who I am at soul level, okay? Something would show up in my reality and boom, I would immediately react, okay? However, learning that I'm a reflector helped me to understand that I have a choice to select, okay, the energy that I wish to reflect, and that I have a choice whether or not I wish to be a part of the problem or the solution. It's okay to be angry. It's nothing wrong with anger. It's even okay to be fearful. It's natural, all right? However, how we respond, whether it's ego-based or heart-based, will determine whether or not we are being a part of the solution or a part of the problem, a part of our unification, a part of our innate wholeness, or a part of false separation. All right. So I remember that for a long time, I used to walk around with my shoulders up like this all the time. I never paid any attention to it. But when I started to learn about body consciousness, I started to bring my awareness into my body. What does this mean with me walking around with my shoulders up like this? This is saying to me that I'm carrying too much weight, that I am carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders, and it's not for me to carry. So I started to learn how to relax and to soften, how to bring awareness to certain energies that are going on in my body, and to send those portions of my self-love and compassion and remind myself of my safety. Okay, we are going through a lot right now, and yes, it's fearful, and yes, it can drum up a lot of anger, but we don't have to be a part of the problem. We can still feel what it is that we're feeling and be a part of the solution. And in order to do that, we have to bring our awareness into our hearts. It's okay to ask our hearts, hey, what do you feel about this? Do you have a response to this? Even before I make these videos that I make, I always tune into my heart and I ask, what would you like to share today? Put the mind, the ego, the judgments, the bias on the back burner and shine, heart, shine. You know, I allow my heart to speak. Let's pay attention to our guts. A lot of us, based on our human design, get a lot of information through our guts, believe it or not. Does my stomach feel restricted? Am I holding my stomach in a lot? Do I feel restricted in that area? How can I relax? Gut, what is it that you want to release? You know, let's bring our bodies into the equation. Let's bring our feelings into the equation, because they guide us. They guide us to be unified. All right. Our throats, different things occur in our throats, a little scratchy, little this, whatever it is. Sometimes it has a lot to do with how we're speaking. Are we speaking our truth? How can I open up this area of my body so that it can reflect more of my heart's deepest desires? So it's just basically about bringing gentle awareness into our bodies and becoming aware of when we experience something in our realities, and whether or not it's part of the solution, and if we're meant to react or if we're meant to respond, and asking deep in ourselves, is this something that I'm meant to respond to? And if so, heart, how would you like to respond? Paying attention to our bodies, and when we feel fearful or anger or old past wounds that are coming up, we can ask ourselves, we can go into meditation however you do it, or you can just simply ask the question, what is being released right now, and how can I be of service to the benefit of myself and others right now to release this? All right, that's what it's all about, bringing our awareness inward, and we become part of the solution and not a part of the problem. And I pray that what I share here benefits us all to pay more attention to our bodies, to pay more attention to our hearts, to ask our hearts the questions, to allow our hearts to lead and allow our egos to listen. Okay? All right, so I have some cards for us all. All right, so we have the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is all about harmony. It's all about love. It's all about union. All right, so we're being asked to become more whole. All right, so let's look at our relationships with ourselves. How can we send ourselves more compassion, and how can we be more compassionate and be more a part of the solution in our reality? Okay, let go. So here we go. It says, walk from this situation in order to resolve it. Sometimes, you know, it's okay to take a step back and just observe. This is what I've been doing. I've been taking a step back and just observing what's going on, and asking myself, you know, higher self, what is it that you like to express right now? What is it that you would like my ego to learn? And help me to be in a place of surrender so that I can learn and grow in this space. All right. And finally, a blessing of acceptance. It says, every part of you is equally worthy of love. Accept yourself as you are, and this will be a blessing unto yourself and others. If you wish to see the truth of the matter, hold no preference either for or against a particular outcome. Just be the love that you truly are. And in order to be the love that we truly are, we have to tune into our hearts. We have to be with our hearts and listen. All right. I hope this was helpful.